Hi, my name is Dr. Tekemia Dorsey. I am the CEO of the Creative Group. We are celebrating Youth Violence Prevention Week, March 21st through the 27th, 2011, celebrating the Year of the Youth nationally and internationally. We want you to take a look at some of our PSAs that we did for this week-long extravaganza on how to prevent youth violence here in Baltimore and abroad. Take a look.
Say your name and then go ahead.
My name is Justin Carolone, and violence can be prevented if, like, people say something to you, you don't have to say something back. Or if you can just ignore them or tell them they're adults.
Anything else?
Okay.
Now, what do you think, Tatiana?
My name is Tatiana Janechella, and
How old are you?
I'm 7, and
Can
How do you
can
think-
pause it because she has food in her mouth?
Sorry.
That's okay.
You are. And go.
My name is Tatiana, I'm 7 years old, and my version is like when people punch people and like when people hurt people, that's when people die.
And what do you think they could do so that won't happen?
They can stop in the moment.
Very good. You ready?
Okay, so, no.
Where's Haley? Brandon and BJ playing a Connect game. This is how you prevent youth violence, by getting them engaged in activity. Yes.
Love to see them moving around.
Yes.
Love it.
This is so awesome. Be more expo. Yes. Yeah.
No, put it down. See you later.
Right. We didn't even know what video games were back then. Video what? In the house? Outside?
Sorry.
Go. Right. It's right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I love it.
Yes.
I'm getting back into being active.
I know that's right.
You have to.
So let me
You
ask
want to
you.
live longer.
You need to do what if you want to live longer?
You have to be active.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm missing a child. Wait a minute.
They ain't going nowhere.
Oh, I see him over there.
That's why they ain't going past you.
I know, right? And somebody gonna bring them back if they do.
That's what he
They was like, is this one of yours?
Bring you back.
Right.
I never saw no water.
That rotate, yeah. This is so awesome, right?
Yeah. And you can tell how active the child is because they know what they're doing.
Right.
The ones that's sitting down doing nothing, they don't know what
Right.
they're doing.
They not
They
afraid at
never-
all,
no,
right?
But never did nothing like that before either.
Right. So how do you think that youth or parents today can help prevent youth violence?
Say it again.
How do you think that parents can help youth to prevent youth violence?
They have to get a little bit more involved in youth activities.
Mm-hmm.
You know, doing stuff with their friends. If you can get a chance to take them to senior shelter, like around Christmas when they go singing, caroling,
Mm-hmm.
and they just have to get active. They have to be more active. The ones sitting home with the computer, they doing things in their brain and they ain't got no business. You know, they not focusing on living and dealing with other kids their age.
Right.
So they have to learn how to deal with children their own age.
Right.
And if they don't know how to do that, who they gonna deal with?
Right.
Grown ups?
Right.
No, I don't
Right.
have kids.
Right.
I don't. There's my children. I do not. Now we might play a ball game or two. I'm talking about, you know how like parents roughhouse their children and you know, they wrestling and all that kind of, you know, or certain stuff that they say out their mouth. My mother, Lord have mercy, you say something wrong and next thing you know, you got a hand aside your mouth.
That's right.
Okay, she didn't put in, our parents didn't pull no punches.
Right.
And you talking about child abuse.
Right.
That back in the day should have been child abuse.
Right, because you got it by your mama in the neighborhood and your uncle aunts that came down the road.
Yeah.
You got smacked a couple
You know
times.
what really hurt when the aunts and uncles say, you know what, I'm not buying you nothing because you ain't got no good grades. You show me some grades come up in here, and then, you know, I'ma help you. But I'm not helping you.
Right.
I did it. I did it with my brother. Underneath of me, that was still in school and I was out. You acted up in school.
Right.
I'm not helping you do nothing.
Absolutely.
You know, and the same thing with my kids. I made my children earn every bit of things that I gave them besides food, shelter,
Right.
clothing, anything extra, they had to earn it.
That's right.
I saw on TV the other day, Susie Orman. First time I ever seen her talk to the parents about the kids and the stuff that you say in front of your children, as far as this money thing is messing with your marriage and stuff. The children hear that.
Right.
They see that.
And they mimic it. They emulate
Yes,
it.
they emulate it. And she said what you need to do is, she said the worst thing that she hates is that word allowance. I hate it too. My children never get no allowance.
Right. Allowance is you living, right?
I'm not clean to clean your
room, to live here and get your
If you
education.
don't want my foot, okay, you gonna clean that room, and I'm not gonna tell you too many times.
Right.
You know, and and she said, you know, she said what you do is anything besides that kind of stuff, you make them, you make them earn every penny that you give them.
That's right.
And you start with a certain amount, and they work their way up to $20.
Right.
They can't say, okay, well for $20,
I'm gonna do
this. You say no. You're gonna start at $3.
Right.
And you're gonna work your way to $20.
How about 50 cents so you can understand the value of a buck?
Do you know children don't understand? They wouldn't tell you in a minute. You give them a gavel.
Right.
What's this?
Right. What you want me to do with that?
You better thank your lucky stars.
Right. Well, I'm actually doing a PSA announcement, and that's why I asked you about how do you feel that we can prevent youth violence, and you're saying just keep the kids active, like here at the Be More Expo. You know,
The people with their parents. I mean, no,
the
people with their parents.
Right. They really did bring their parents for this, right?
Yes.
It should only be like one person.
I wish I would have had my grandson, but it's okay. I'm getting ready to meet with my kids now.
Right.
They said, Mom, where you going? I'm going down to the expo. They said, well, I tell you what, after you finish, we'll take you out to dinner. Okay.
So how to prevent youth again? How to prevent violence for youth? Sum it up for me.
Get the children more involved in the community.
Right.
Basically.
Right. That's it. And then obesity wouldn't end up being an issue because everybody would be out and active, right?
Yes, me for one.
Right. No, honey.
Me for one.
You beaming with.
I mean, it's not no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Other than being lazy.
Right.
And I would be the first to admit.
Right.
You know, I'm going through some changes, some health changes, some health-wise, and, you know, you go through whatever you need to go through, you know, to deal with the health issues. And then after you deal with the health issues, speaking of myself, now I'm dealing with my health issues, if you know what I mean.
Right.
You know, after hearing it, now you got to deal with it.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm for one. Okay, been walking, already lost 50 pounds.
Woohoo!
I got another 150 to go.
High five.
Yeah,
So we're
I've
here.
never been this big.
We're here at the Be More Expo, actually doing our PSA for Youth Violence Prevention Week coming up. And what's your name?
Gina.
And we want to thank you, Miss Gina, from Be More, representing, telling parents, youth community leaders around the U.S. what you need to do is get out and get involved.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Shelley Walton, and I think that really getting involved with your children and knowing everything that they do is what's going to help prevent youth violence. I think getting involved, knowing who they are, knowing who they talk to, knowing what they're doing online, what programs they're watching, talk to them, finding out how their day went. The communication, keep the lines of communication open, and I think that they won't have to stray, they won't be looking for extracurricular activities, and get involved with their own people.
Absolutely. Okay, and thank you. And this is our PSA announcement for Youth Violence Prevention Week from the Creative Group and Dr. Tekemia Dorsey signing off. Thank you. Go.
Tom McBride from Atlanta, Georgia. And if you want to look at ways to reduce youth violence, the best way to reduce youth violence is to get more involved in your youth's lives. And by saying that, I mean you need to know what's going on in their Facebook accounts. You need to know all their friends, who they associate with, all their buddies in school. And you need to contact their friends' parents so that you can have a connection with those parents so that you can kind of like just have an accountability going on with them. So that's the best way that I can think of to reduce youth violence.
Go.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Hunt, and I'm from Pikesville, Maryland. And I think a way that we can prevent a lot of violence and bullying is parents keep in touch with your children, know what they're doing, and not only parents, the community. You need to reach out and touch all the children in your neighborhood, children you go to school with, children that work in your area, and just be aware of your surroundings.
All right. Go.
Hi, my name is Yelva Burley. I'm from Catonsville, Maryland, and I believe that youth violence, one of the ways that youth violence can be lowered, diminished, is by having more community outreach activities for our young people. We close youth centers, rec centers, house centers, and we've diminished the opportunities that they have to come together for positive activities and reinforcement. And I think if we instituted more funding into those areas, it would give our young people more opportunities to grow, more opportunities to be mentored by community activists and leaders in our community. Thank you.
Go.
Hi, my name is Deborah Miller. I'm from Harford County. I'm down here at the Baltimore Convention Center with my friend T.K. Dorsey. She wanted to ask me, what ways to help protect our youth. Well, being a school teacher, I'm very strict on that because actually I am, and also I've done security also. I have done security, and I'm very strict. I have 6 grandchildren. I constantly keep a close eye on my grandchildren at all times because you never know. There's always someone out there trying to prey on our youth. The importance is to keep them involved in things. The YMCA, the Boys and Girls Club, sports. I'm a prior coach. And I was very, I treated my players like they were my own children. Very protected. I'm very protected over especially my grandchildren. I have 4 girls and 2 little boys. So the youth is very important in our society because, they are very easy prey to people who are just sitting out there waiting for any time, as far as youth kidnapping them, taking them, sexually abusing them, molesting them. And, our youth can't talk. They can't say anything of what's going on. So my goal is to protect the youth as far as, even I'm going to be a police officer, a state police officer, because that is something I want to protect is the youth. Thank you, TJ.
Okay.
Well, we did it. That was the Creative Group celebrating the Year of the Youth in Baltimore and in the state of Maryland through our PSA announcements on how to prevent youth violence here and abroad. We want you to know that in order for youth violence to be reduced, we need your help. The Bible says it takes a village to raise a child. We need more outreach programs. We need youth to stand up for themselves, and we need the parents and the community to get involved. Remember, in order for our youth to lead tomorrow, we need to make sure that they are safe today. True leadership lies in the power of the Holy Spirit. So until next year, as we celebrate it, remember, we should be protecting our youth each and every day. Here's the Creative Group signing off for this week-long extravaganza, and thank you for those that took involvement in our PSA announcements. Have a fantastic day.